Hey guys, how y'all doing? As y'all can tell, I'm sitting here chilling at my house. I've been here this week. My truck's in the shop, getting some maintenance stuff done. So I've been mostly chilling out at the lake on my new boat. Gone fishing a few times. Didn't catch nothing. It's all right. I was relaxing, chilling out, enjoying time with the family. Bought me some new tubes. We went tubing for a few days. Had a lot of fun doing that. Wore everybody out, so yeah. But like the title of this video said, this is about my year here at Oakley. Mostly what everybody wants to know is how much did I make. I'm going to show y'all exact figures on how much I made for my first year at Oakley, and then we'll go over some of the other stuff, truck repairs, and I'm gonna show you all my check stuff. I'll show you my stuff for my 1099s where it breaks down exactly what I've made. I also have the figures from a buddy of mine that he sent me on how much he made in his first year. So that way y'all have a side-by-side comparison and go from there. Got my dog here trying to bother me. So yeah, and as most of y'all know, whenever I first started out, I was staying out 2 weeks at a time, come home for the weekend. There's been a few times I stayed out 3 weeks at a time, but I've more recently started coming home every weekend. So my buddy, the figures of his, the way he runs, he stays out 3 weeks at a time, and then he goes home and takes a full week off. And like the figures that I'm showing y'all off, we've actually, me and him's both had about the same amount of time off for vacation and health issues and whatnot. He was off for about a month for health. Took off a little bit for some vacation. So me, I've taken off. When I moved here, I took off 2 different weeks at a time. Took off for holidays, took a week off then. My truck was in the shop last October for a week and a half. January and February, my truck was in the shop for a month. I took another week off for vacation, took another week and a half off for going and getting my mom and my aunt, moving them up here. So all in all, this is really only about 10 months worth of work that I've done as far as, truck being down and vacations I've taken. So these figures are just going to be for strictly 10 months. And me and him got talking the other day, and his was about the same thing. With his figures was about 10 months, by the time all the stuff he's taken off, just not in regular going home time. So the first thing I'm going to show y'all, I've got my tablet here, and I'll try not to mess this up, see if I can get it to shine in here. Make sure I've got it. Okay. Alright. So. Alright. So you can see right there, total miles, loaded pay, fuel pay, gross. Okay, so for 2021, I grossed $96,847.88. I netted $64,724.14. That was from August to the end of the year. Okay, this right here, as of 8/21 this year, so focus in there, I've grossed so far this year $186,220.32. I've netted $121,254.53. Loaded miles last year, 43,251. This year so far, 65,494. Okay, so that's my load miles and my gross pay. So I've actually got it wrote down here. So technically for my first year, if you add all that up, I grossed $278,235. I netted $161,297. If you break that down, let's see, total miles that I got paid for was 108,745. Those, what I actually put on my truck for the last year was about 117,000 miles. Now, where the difference comes in that is like when my truck broke down in January. Whenever it started messing up, I was in Florida. I wanted to get it worked on at a shop close to the house, so I drove it from Florida up to Asheville, North Carolina. So I didn't get paid for those. Just like this time here, coming home, I wanted to get my truck worked on here at the house, or in Knoxville, because I won't go to Asheville anymore. And so I drove it from Jackson, Tennessee to Knoxville. If I'm coming home, if I'm deadheading home, I don't get paid for most of those miles. So that's where, the difference comes in, because if you think, oh, you got 9,000 miles you didn't get paid for. Well, the reason is because I decided to deadhead home. I decided to take longer routes. Just like, if I go to Rockford, Illinois from Oakwood, the short route is to go up through Chicago, so it says. I don't like going to Chicago. I run 74 over to 39 and take that up. So that's longer miles. Why do I do it? To me, it's faster. I don't have to deal with Chicago traffic. So, they have what they pay. They pay short miles. If you decide to take longer routes, like I do a lot of times, just to make it easier on me and less bull, then you don't get paid for those. So, but what that averaged out for the year is I averaged out $2.56 per mile. All miles. Now to me, that's not bad. So, yeah, the next thing I will show y'all here is I'll show y'all a breakdown of my 1099 for last year. If I can get it to focus in, we'll see. It's kind of bright out here. Alright, so let's see if it'll focus. Doesn't want to focus. I'll put up screenshots at the end so y'all can pause it and look and see. But okay, so for total miles last year, 44,851. Total revenue, 96,849. My expenses. Okay, so for the year, my total expenses, well, not total, this is variable expenses, I'm sorry, 61,503. What that includes is fuel, fuel tax, truck repair, maintenance, communications, travel, lodging, office essentials and stuff like that, tools I bought for the truck, different things. I had 372 in miscellaneous, who knows, got a fly bother me. Alright, so my fixed deductions, which is like my truck payment, license, tolls, or permits and tolls and stuff, scales, my insurance, workman's comp insurance, my health insurance, accounting fees because I pay ATBS to do all this for me. So my total fixed expenses for the year last year was $47,731. So once you take all that away and from my total revenue for 2021, net income before taxes was $49,118. And I'll just tell y'all now what I paid in my, because all I had was my last quarter for last year. I paid in, I think it was $3,700 in taxes. So I honestly took home, see, 49,000 minus 37. I don't have a calculator, but that's roughly what, $45,000 in 4 months. So that's not bad. Go ahead and bring up my 22s. And we'll go through those. Like I said, I'll put a screenshot of this if y'all want to pause it at the end and look. But so this right now it's only going through June. They haven't finished up July's yet. And here it is, just the start of August, middle of August. So this is just my stuff on here through the end of June. So total miles through the end of June, 48,323. Total revenue through the end of June, 129,781. Okay, from my variable expenses through the end of June, and actually part of July's is on here. 60,645. I've had a little bit of truck repair going on and maintenance and stuff. And fuel, of course that's fuel and stuff like that comes off there. My fixed through the end of June, and there's a little bit of July on here. 76,959. And my net income before taxes, 52,822. So off my first quarter taxes, I paid, or actually my first quarter I didn't have to pay anything because my truck was in the shop for a month. I didn't make any money. My second quarter, I banged out the miles and the money. Oh, it was a good second quarter. And the taxes told that too. It was $8,100. So what was that? 52 minus 81. That's 44,000. And that was, like I said, to June, with some of July's expenses probably in there. Okay. Let me pause it for just a split second, and I'll see if I can bring up my last check stub. And we're back. Okay, so see if I can get this to focus in. So, year to date. Hold on a second. I'm gonna step inside the house where it's a little darker so maybe y'all can see this. Hold on. And just like that, we're back. So, year to date, I have made $186,220.32. I have netted $121,254.73. So, I don't know if y'all want to look at some of the stuff that we have coming out of there. It was just kind of a short week. Did a lot of the same loads when I was stuck down in Texas. So, but All right. So, it's a beautiful day out here in East Tennessee, so I'm stepping back outside. Yeah. That's what I've done. That's my money. I'm happy with it. I mean, I've taken time off. I've taken vacations. I haven't had to worry about a thing. You know, I moved halfway across the country. Purchased another truck, you know, purchased me a new to me trucks. Yeah, it's a 2017 International Pro Star. I like it. It's been a good truck to me. Only things I've had go wrong with it, October, that was the DPF sensor went out. January, that was the EGR went out. And that comes from, you know, when I bought the truck, it had 423,000 miles on it and no APU or anything. So, you know, I don't remember exactly how many hours it had, but I know it was quite a bit. So, I mean, it had been sitting around being idled a lot. And the thing about it, whenever I picked it up, the high idle didn't work on it. So, I mean, if they're sitting there running the air conditioner or the heater, the only thing I could do was idle it at 600 RPM. So that's not good on the engine. That clogs up the EGR valve. I did not learn about Pittsburgh Power or think about it or remember it until after the fact. You know, a buddy of mine told me to go ahead and get it. I got it. I've been running it ever since. My truck's doing great. It's got 541,000 on it almost right now. And I had them pull since it's at the shop right now, I had them check to see how full the DPF filter is, and it's 11%. So I've never had it cleaned. I doubt that the company that had it ever had it cleaned, but it's down there that low. I'm not worried about it now. So you know, while I had it in the shop in January, went ahead and had the overhead run, had some new front brakes put on. I've bought steer tires for it, technically twice. Finally got my money back off the first set that was bad. So, right now, the stuff I'm having done is I had a wheel seal starting to leak. I was due for a set of brakes. They found a U-joint that was a little bit loose, so they fixing that. Oh, my fan clutch had went out here a while back. That was another thing about getting it down to the shop here. Here about a month ago, my fan clutch was messing up, so I had a new fan clutch put on. Let's see. The shop that did my front brakes the first time in Asheville, they didn't do one of them right, and so I had to buy a new set of brakes because they had them where they were setting offset, and overheating messed up my drum, messed up the spring, so I had to buy a whole new set of brakes and all that and get them fixed right. So, but I've had no major issues with my truck. Now then, my buddy that was kind enough to send me his stuff, I'm going to bring his up here. And like I said, I've got his stuff scratched out, but we will take a look, and since it's on my deal, we will go back in the house for a second. Alright, so here's my buddy's stuff on how much he made. He started at the 1st of July last year, and so this is some of the pay he's done that he got. Look like $124,485.94. And you come down to his expenses and all that, and he's got all that. So his net that he made from January to the end of the year last year, $83,825.72. There's his loaded and empty miles right there. His averaged out to $220 a mile. Okay. And I believe this was his last check statement before, or right after his deal, one very last one. But he was kind enough to send this to me. So he had grossed for his year from January to 1st of July, and that's not going to focus in, but $158,093.49. Okay. And he has netted $100,760.89. So I think I have all those figured out outside. And just like that, movie magic, we're back outside. Gotta love YouTube. So yeah, his so for his first year, he grossed $282,578. He netted $184,585. So that's a comparison. I mean, he was here. I mean, so for his first year, yeah, he netted what, 20 or no? See, I netted 161,000. He netted 184 and a half. So, but like I said, he stays out longer and probably runs a little harder than me. We've got different dispatchers also. As far as the gross, and this, we was real close on the gross and all that. We was actually only 4,000 apart. I grossed 278,000. He grossed 282,000. Differences are on a lot of that is his truck gets better fuel mileage. He's got he had bought a brand new 2022 Kenworth, and I have a 17 Pro Star. His truck, his fuel mileage is up around high 6s, low 7s. Mine is high 5s, low 6s. So, he gets better fuel mileage. Therefore, not costing him as much in fuel. He actually makes a lot more in the fuel surcharge than I do, and everything. Sorry, lost train of thought. But yeah, so I mean, that's it. I know this was a longer video. I hope y'all learned some stuff, and if you was on the fence, about coming to Oakley, you didn't know how much a driver could make. There you go. That's two drivers, different dispatchers. How much money we made in our first year. If you got any questions, if you're interested in coming to Oakley, email me, taksides@yahoo.com. It's at the front of the video. It's at the end of the video. It's down in the description. If you want to give me a call, I'll give you my phone number. You can call me up and we'll discuss. I know there's a lot of y'all that, I don't want to shave. I don't want to shave. I loved my goatee I had before I come to work here, but making money like that, I'll go without my goatee. It took a while for my wife and daughter to get used to, but they got used to it. My wife would rather be making a lot more money than her being able to grab a hold of my goatee and yank me around. So, I hope to hear from some of y'all. Leave any comments, questions you got. Send me email, and we'll talk to y'all later on. Thanks for watching, and thank you to all the new subscribers. I haven't mentioned that. I've got a lot more new subscribers. Some of y'all don't know, I was on the Oakley podcast here a few weeks ago. I think that had a lot to do with it. So I appreciate y'all coming over, watching, subscribing, and y'all have a wonderful day.